and Practice of Procurement. Unit 5. Securing Quality Supplies and Competitive Prices. Section 5. Methods of Achieving Quality Supplies. In this section, we are going to deal with methods of achieving quality supplies, specifically how to go about defining the quality that you need regardless of whether you are procuring a good or a service. At the end of the section, we should be able to define quality, explain fitness for purpose, understand specification and quality, and understand service quality. Quality is the totality of features and characteristics of a product or service that bear on its ability to satisfy a given need. Quality is, to the extent, in the eye of the beholder. People have different perceptions about what standard of functionality, durability, or presentation is acceptable or makes one product superior to the other. Some people may associate quality with a premium price or a brand label. Others will look more closely at whether the product is well designed or made, whether the product functions as it should, or whether it lasts well, and so on. Peter Garvin came up with 8 dimensions of product quality. So Peter Garvin is saying that for a customer to say the product is quality or product meets the quality standard, it should score to these 8 dimensions. We have the first dimension to be performance. That is the operating characteristics of the product, what the product was acquired to perform. We have the features, the value-adding characteristics and service elements, such as warranties and after-sales services available for the particular product. We also have the reliability, that is the ability of the product to perform consistently over time. How reliable is this product? We have durability, the length of time a product will last without deterioration or damage or fail. The fifth dimension is conformance, whether agreed specifications and standards are met. We also have the ease and availability of service support, that is the serviceability. We look at the aesthetics, how appealing or pleasing the product is to the senses of the buyer. And finally, the perceived quality, that's the subjective expectations and perceptions of the buyer. Just as David Garvin defines quality using his 8 dimensions, another author also explained or defines quality based on its fitness for purpose. So Joseph Guran is saying that once the product acquired is fit for the purpose for which the requirement was gotten, then we can say the product is of quality. And this definition, that is the fitness for purpose, is one of the legal definitions that has been accepted worldwide. Another way of defining quality can be based on the specifications drawn. So we are saying that a good is quality when it conforms to the specifications stipulated in the contract for acceptance. Specification, as you already know, is the statement of the requirement to be satisfied in the supply of a product or service. Or simply put, the specification will define the requirement of the buyer to the suppliers. The specification can either be conformance or performance. Conformance specification is when the buying organization details exactly what the organization requires of the supplier, or exactly what the required product, parts, or the materials must consist of, and the quality product is the one which conforms to the description provided by the buyer in the specification document. Whereas the performance specification is that which the buying organization describes what it expects the parts or material to be able to achieve. In terms of the functions the requirements will perform and the level of performance it should reach. A quality product is then the one which will satisfy these requirements. Service quality. Services are different when it comes to quality definitions and management for the following reasons. 1. Because services are intangible, it is more difficult to specify requirements accurately and to also measure them when delivered against specifications and expectations. You can tell if a widget has the right dimensions, shape, and color, but how do you decide what the right architectural design or security service should look like? 2. Because services are produced by different people in unique circumstances each time, it is more difficult to standardize the quality or consistency of service provision. You can make a machine churn out widgets of standard quality, but how do you make one person in one place and time behave exactly the same as another person in another place and time. In this case, even if it's the same person, it's sometimes difficult for the same person to produce exact service when the same person is required to do so. 3. The exact purpose or use of physical goods will usually be known, and their fitness for purpose can therefore be assessed objectively. It is harder to assess the many factors involved in providing a service. What weight should be placed on the friendliness or smart appearance of the supplier's staff, say, compared with the efficiency with which they can get the jobs done? So for these reasons, realize that service is different from goods. And because of that, we can't assign the same definition for goods to service. They comes with both service and good comes with different definitions of what constitutes quality. It is for this reason that the circle model was developed to come up with dimensions on which customers can evaluate service. So the circle model suggests that there are 5 generic dimensions on which customers evaluate service. The 5 dimensions are the tangibles, reliability, responsiveness, assurance, and empathy. The tangibles has to do with the physical products, the facilities and results related to the services. Example, the smartness of the service provider's uniform and the maintenance of their equipment. The professionalism of documentation provided with the service, the observable state of the office after the cleaners have left. The reliability will have to do with the ability to perform the service accurately, dependable, and consistently. So even though we don't expect the service provider to be able to produce exactly the same because people have different moods at different times, but then at least the services you are providing should be consistent and reliable. We should depend on the final product, the output. The third dimension is saying that service providers should be responsive. They should be willing to help customers to provide a good level of service. Assurance is the extent to which trust and confidence is inspired in the customers. The service provider should be able to give the customer some level of assurance. This assurance can come in the form of competence and conduct of the service staff, their credibility, their capability and security of the organization systems and even procedures. Then final dimension is the empathy. The ability to understand the customer's needs and to be approachable, and even the service providers offering the individuals care and attention. So these are the 5 dimensions the customers can use to evaluate their service, the quality of their services the service providers are providing them. By way of summary, we have defined quality. We have also learned about how to ensure quality by defining it in terms of fitness for purpose. We further looked at specification and quality with respect to achieving quality supplies. Finally, we discussed service quality. Thank you.